How much were you paid to be here?
Oh, so much money. I can go to law school like right as I blink.
Imagine that, right?
Exactly. That's like $120,000.
Now tell me, why are you here?
Well, I see so many so many representatives and congressmen hiding from their constituents, and that's not how this country works. This country works, you actually have people you report to. If my job, working where I work, if I could just call in my job, I would totally do that. And that's what they're doing. And that's very offensive to people who voted for them, people who they represent, people who trust them is what the most offensive thing is, because you trust them with their decisions that will affect your life positively, and they can't even, when something horrible happens, they can't even answer you. They hide from you. And that is disgusting. That's not how democracy works.
Now, what issues not most effective, but what issues do you find most egregious from this new president and the new Republican majority?
Where do I start? Obviously, I'm a child of immigrants, so immigration policy.
May I interrupt one second? We are all children of immigrants in this country. Continue.
Exactly. Unfortunately, there are groups that are being targeted right now, which is incredibly disgusting, because these are people who, all of us made this country the way it is, and picking someone and bullying them and targeting them is just horrible. It's a disgusting thing. I mean, I think the word I can use to describe is disgusting. It's offensive and disgusting and just egregious, and I thought I would never live to see something like that, but I have. So it's time for us to stand up, and we have the right, the Constitution has given us. Our founding fathers gave us those rights for a reason, and we are using them. Another thing, obviously the Muslim ban, he may call it whatever he wants, but it is a target of a group that already is targeted all over the world. And I don't think it's going to create great relationships for us. It's going to isolate the United States, which is a big problem. Affecting trade. Trade is a big issue. It's going to be horrible for people who do depend on trade. We buy things from overseas. A lot of what we bring in is from overseas. The trade policies that he wants to enact are just not going to help the American public. It's actually going to isolate us, and it's going to help what is considered supposedly our biggest enemy, which is China. And I don't think you want to give that to them. You're basically giving it to them in a silver platter. You're allowing them to kind of outpace us, and I think the United States needs to stay on top of that. And unfortunately, he doesn't want to do that. He wants to isolate us from the rest of the world.
As you can see, we have informed voters, informed protesters doing what they know needs to be done. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.